And I think that's an achievement in its own right. The NPP is showing that.
Before you go on, is that supposed to be a strategy the NPP is trying to use to sell itself way ahead of time before, the national elections?
Well, I think that may to some extent be a strategy.
Because eventually you realize that the likes of Nanado, Dankwa, Kujo and Chemantin, Professor Kobna Frempong, as say, they are all touring the country.
Yeah, they are all touring the country.
Becoming very popular within the country in general.
Yes, of course, the NPP will be popular, yes. And that's a strategy that the executive of the party are using, or the functional executive committee of the party are using in order to make sure that the good message of the NPP are perpetuated within the body politics of the country. So that come 2012, whoever is elected will not find it very difficult to campaign. Because already most of these people are campaigning with the message of the NPP. And they are telling the people what they will be doing if the people give them the opportunity.
So eventually NPP is trying to take the opportunity to campaign ahead of time.
Well, and then there's nothing wrong with that. Is there anything wrong with that?
Okay,
there's
now let's now go into the issue of these 5 candidates.
Yes, and Evan, before God and man, to be very honest, I think that among the 5 people, only 4 people are contesting, honestly. And because, for me, I think Lawyer Akodia is a non-starter.
Why do you say so?
Yes, I'm saying Lawyer Akodia is a non-starter in the sense that most of the delegates who will be voting now do not necessarily know Lawyer Akodia within the ranks and file of the NPP. Look at the 4 candidates. From Bob Martin, a health professional in his own right, the former chief executive of Kolebu. This man has demonstrated himself so well in every facet of life that he has endeavored. Nana Akufo-Addo, the former attorney general and the former minister of foreign affairs, and has even contested President Akufo before.
From
1998. Okay. So within the ranks and file of the NPP, nobody can tell me that Nana Akufo-Addo is not a known figure in the NPP.
Okay.
John Alan Koto-Chirematin, a former minister of trade and industry, and a former ambassador to US. This man, as you all know him, from the year 2007, and even at the time that he was the minister of trade and industry, demonstrated himself so well. Remember the Northern Star factory in the northern part of the country, the Voters Testers factory in Japan was revived by John Alan Koto-Chirematin. And the other one is Mr. Isaac. Honorable Isaac Osei, sorry. Yeah. When he was the chief executive of Ghana Cocoa Board, what he did in this country has never happened within the history of the cocoa industry in this country before. At the time that the nation was able to reap over 700,000 tons of cocoa. That has never happened in the history of cocoa before. And even when he became when he was the ambassador to UK, his credibility is there for everybody to see. So for me, the race is among these 4 people. Lawyer John Kwame Kodia is a legal profession, and I don't know whether people remember, he contested the 1998 Congress in Sunyani. Right from that time, his affiliation with the NPP party has not been so publicized.
Okay. To
the extent that you make him so popular with the party. So that's the more reason why I'm saying that the contest is clearly among these 4 people.
Okay. And, all right. I think you want to add something else.
And Lawyer John Kwame Kodia, for me, will be the least person who the delegate will be considering for the presidential slot of the New Patriotic Party.
Okay, let me push you to the wall a bit. So who do you think will eventually emerge as the winner, and for that matter, the flag bearer of the NPP come 2012 elections in Ghana?
Let me give you some slight scenario. In 1996, when the then candidate Kufuor was elected by the party, he had 33%. In 1998, President Kufuor, I'm talking about Professor Dubahin.
Okay.
When he contested President Rawlings in 1992 election, he had 33%. President John Kufuor in 96 had 39%. And the party decided to give him another chance, and he came in 1998, and he won. And in 2000, in the first round, he had 48%. In the second round, with the support of the other parties, President Kufuor won the presidency of this country by having over 51%.
Okay.
Nana Addo, the first time that he contested, he had 49.77%.
Which is way above all other.
Which is way above all the other candidates. Way above Professor Albert Edubuahin at that time, who was so very popular among the delegates of the MPP.
I knew personally, I knew him for history.
Yes.
I was a history
Yes.
student then.
Yes, I mean, you have said it right. So, I mean, you look at the scenario. And don't forget that Mr. John Anche has never been a candidate of the MPP before.
Okay.
Professor from Watson has never been a candidate of the MPP before. Anna Waziko say, Mosheba has never been a candidate of the party before. It is not that they are all trying to become the candidates of the party.
Okay.
So for me, if I weigh the pros and cons with the political experience and the maturity of Nana Akufo-Addo, I mean, what he has been able to achieve within the democratic front of this nation. When our current democratic dispensation started in 1992, Nana Addo has been through the thick and thin of this democratic dispensation. Joanna Koyechi was a member of the Youth Executive Forum from 92 up to the year 2000, when MPP won power and he was given an ambassadorial position by former President Kufuor. So within the youth ranks of the party, you can say that yes, Mr. Jonathan Koyechi is well known in the party. Professor Frimpong Boateng was a member of the party, but you know, he didn't associate himself so much with the party because of public service.
Yeah.
You know, in this country, our constitution bars public servants from openly declaring their support for any political organization, other stuff.
Yeah.
So even though he may be a member of the party, but because of the public service that he was involved himself in, it didn't give him enough leverage for him to, I mean, show he faced so well for the MPP.
Okay.
Otherwise, it was a Bosheba. Before 2000, to the best of my knowledge, many people didn't know him within the MPP.
Okay.
I stand to be corrected though. So when the person comes, I'll be very surprised if anyone will surpass Nana Addo as the next presidential candidate of the MPP.
Now, let me move to Douglas, talking about the NPP, especially with the issue of Bosheba. Now, there have been issues of Bosheba's, I think his grand uncle or something, being a former minister under the PP administration then, and then other issues. I think, you know, he's related to my church pastor, Reverend Victor Osei. Papa, if you're listening, special good evening to you out there.
Yeah, he's related to Reverend Victor Osei.
Yeah, that is
the family chapel.
Kid brother, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And from the history I know about the Osei family, I think they've been in the NPP politics for quite some time. Now, the speculation has been that Bosheba is a major threat to Kojo Alan-Kyerematen as well as Nana Addo.
Well, honestly, among these four candidates, any one of them.
Before you go on, may I add that he's been classified as the unifier, though it looks like Frimpong Boateng is also using the same idea of unifier, but then he's also kind of using more or less the same message.
Yes, Eben. Yes, the man has been classified as a unifier in the sense that you look at the acrimonious circumstances that normally comes between Nana Addo and Mr. Joanna Kojo-Kyerematen, the leading contenders.
Yeah.
And so obviously, if you are a candidate, the best message that you can use is say that people should vote for you, and when you get opportunity